Welcome, welcome. What a time to plan Tequila Tuesday. When Brother Kyle and Brother Bear are going live. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Detroit prepping live. Watching Kyle and Bear. Welcome, welcome, Billy Bird. Yeah? It's probably because I keep moving around. I haven't let the camera start drinking yet. How's your day been? Well, on top of being very hot, it is very wet here. It's been raining for about 5 hours now, pretty nonstop. Yeah, it's getting a little ridiculous now. It's killing my grass. Pretty swampy. Um, like I say in a lot of my videos, Michigan is the biggest swamp in the world. I don't even think Florida compares. I don't know. I went out and seen my brother in California, and though it was 117 degrees, it wasn't as bad as 96 with 96% humidity. I mean, it's oppressive. Um, you'll literally drench your clothes in 20 minutes walking. Um, I mean, you'll dehydrate faster than in a desert. Billy Bird, do you have a garden? That's awesome. Unfortunately, due to my sewer repair, I have a rough gardening season, and the fact that it won't stop raining. I'm stepping in good 3-4 inches of mud. it's it's becoming downright oppressive. I think this year is going to be a wash, and I'm going to end up putting away some extra food. Um, I'll get them next year. Billy Bird, I hope we have it next year. Oh, it's looking bad. I mean, they're beating up congressmen and calling everybody that says I don't agree with you a racist, and voting on whether what someone said is racist or whether they were being mean or not, when I could think of so many more important meat and potatoes battles that I'd rather be working on instead of giving somebody a bad progress report, I guess. It's getting a little ridiculous. Um, I do want to put in grapevines. I heard they're just absolutely uncontrollable though once you do put them in, and those mulberry bushes are kind of rough too. I've seen some of those things as 50-foot spreads and just red berry and, well, purple berry juice everywhere, and birds, and I hope they change for the better. I sure hope they change for the better. How much worse can it get, you know? I mean, I'm sure you've seen my videos. I can't even use my own driveway 4 foot from my back door. I have to, go outside and do an inspection for nails and wood. And if it gets worse than this, I'm not planning on it, and I'm ready for it. But it's a shame that that is the solution so many people see today as the only solution. I recognize that as a solution, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to do what I would have to do during it. Bad times are already here, and the worse it gets, the shorter the progress seems to be. Until the next event or the next inching towards. Who knows when they will decide to change the system that we have? I don't see it malfunctioning for them. And like I always say in my videos, I don't know anybody who's willing to change it. I don't know anybody that's even willing to try and change it. So I guess until they knock on my door and tell me it's on, I think we'll be watching a lot of news about it's about to be on, and hopefully they never decide to turn it on. Hey, American Patriot, what's going on, man? I've been missing my Tequila Tuesdays, trying to catch back up. Thank you for stopping by. I've never tried another tequila, but I gotta imagine they're all just as terrible. So, American Patriot, how's the weather where you are? Hot, rainy? Yeah, I was flipping through the news channels today and saw parts of the story about one of the congressmen from Florida, I believe, possibly a Republican, was accosted or attacked or jostled at a speech or something like that. I didn't get the whole story, but that's a very scary thing to hear happening. And if it did happen to a Republican, and I heard one Democrat did, but I sure hope they speak out about this as much as they're willing to speak out about some old guy popping off at the mouth on Twitter. I mean, oh, Tequila Tuesday update on the construction. They came by the house today at about 6:30 p.m. and attempted to tarp the roof joists, the tops of the roof joists where all the wood's burnt up and laying in my driveway, and there's 5 truckloads more still stuck to the roof. The tarp they brought was only 10 by 8, something like that probably. So they literally nailed off absolutely nothing as it's downpouring, and wouldn't speak to me, wouldn't respond when I spoke out to him, and all that stuff still in my driveway. Yeah, that's the update. Billy Bird, what do you do besides the well you have for water where you live? Are you like near where springs come up, or I'm not really sure of the topography, the climate, or whatnot. And besides like the Tennessee River or maybe even the Mississippi River, I'm not really sure what kind of water features you guys have where you're at. Oh, well, that's a bonus. That's awesome to have a river right now. I feel the same way. I just have to fight through 35 houses to the river. American Patriot. I've done plenty of odd jobs, and I've lived in this world 42 years, and I know better than to do anything. Number one, I don't know how to do. Number two, I can't back out of halfway through without causing any harm. And you don't leave a fucking mess in someone next door's driveway after they were nice enough to move their cars out of your way, going on 2 weeks now. They were going to be done in 5 days, but now we're past 2 weeks. And, it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. The beds in my pickup trucks that are as far down the driveway as it can be, and one as far back as it can be. They're full of shingles and nails and wood pieces, and it's ridiculous. No, I know for sure none of them are licensed contractors, or there's a person with a license that got the permits or whatever permits they do have, but construction workers, contractors. They are none of those things. I say that jokingly. Those poor guys. They haven't, I mean, they haven't torn off a quarter of that roof in 8 days. Heck, it's been more than, it's been 11 days or something like that when they started on the roof. It's absolutely amazingly horrible, and it's unfortunately happening next door to me. So how do I proceed against people who have nothing to lose, don't care, fuck, ain't my name on it, whatever the case is, because the owner of the house lives 15, states away. He's never seen it. He bought it online because his buddy and wherever said he bought one and hired these knuckleheads to whatever the story is, it's ridiculous. It's clearly what Billy Bird said. More signs of how bad it's getting. I mean, I just keep asking, how much worse can it get? I would never imagine doing this to anybody or whatnot, explaining and being like, this is what, and I'm going to put it here and this is where I'm at, or whatever, or make an effort or whatnot. Like, whew, it is one of the craziest things ever. It seems like it's not even real. But luckily I have video footage of this stuff. Because like I said, if I walked into the bar, bought somebody a drink and told them one of these stories, they'd look at me and say I was, out of my mind and exaggerating, and it would be out of control. Well, I can assure you this, Billy Bird. If it ever did go lights out here or whatnot, I don't think 75% of the people would realize what the hell was going on. And with all the guns and ammo, looters would be shot pretty quick by each other trying to loot each other. What? I think it'll burn itself out, for lack of, I guess, a better word, in months during the summer. And if it happens, February 3rd, sayonara, you got, I'm not a professional, I only play one on YouTube. I would go so far as to say you would have at 95% death in the first 5 days. I mean, I don't even know if it would take 5 days. I mean, Texas Outlaw, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by Tequila Tuesday. Hope everything's good with you. Yeah, Michigan is going to be a smelly wonderland when everything thaws out. If something hits the fan in the middle of winter here. I have a video. That's the whole story in the video. I mean, after 2 or 3 days, there was nobody here. There was, everybody I knew had left the city and went and stayed with relatives, or some people rented hotels and stayed there, and I mean, I was so shocked. I don't know if you can see the shock in my face in the video as I tell the story, but it's uh it's gonna be scary if it happens in the winter. It's going pretty good. Short of the construction problems next door I keep crying about. So, Texas Outlaw, you said, I assume, when you say south, moved from Texas up to, I think, what was it, Wisconsin that you moved to? Um, how did you adjust to the temperature? Have you adjusted to the temperature yet? Well, I hope it's going better for you than it's going for me, Texas, because they ain't renovating nothing. They ain't fixing anything. They're just tearing shit apart and leaving it in my driveway. All scattered on the street, water bottles, and blocking the sidewalk with sawhorses to chop up little pieces of plywood that are all different sizes, thicknesses. But it's coming down right now. Torrential. You can hear lightning, or you can hear the thunder from the lightning. And I can assure you there's 22 squares of that roof exposed without wood or anything. Just the bare roof joist. So I don't know what the 8x10 tarp's gonna do over the part that's got shingles on it, kinda. Who knows? Oh yeah, that was right, Illinois. Whew. Yeah, I've been here 42 years, and every winter I cry the blues, and every summer I sing the blues. It's so hot, it's so cold. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Tammy, did you get the well finished, drilled? Yeah, Texas, I'm like ready to move to Texas. In a fifth wheel or something, I could just drive around my property and not even. Whew, that's a perfect word, the disrespectfulness. Yes, sir, Mr. Nunn. I know that song well, I sing it often. Well, Mr. Nunn, Tammy, thank you for stopping by the live. Finally back to Tequila Tuesday. Now I remember why I don't miss it. This stuff's not good. It tastes terrible. That's the God's honest truth, Mr. Nunn. Oh, now I understand. Now I understand, Tammy. Yeah, I guess I don't really have a gauge on it because whenever I leave Michigan, it's usually in July, August, and I go somewhere where it's hot, but it's not as humid, so I'm always like, oh, yeah, oh, this is way better, even though I come back looking like a lobster. Oh, man. Uh-oh. This, this tequila keeps getting called up. Good to see you, man. Hope everything's good. It's starting to get good on Tequila Tuesday. Glad you're here so I can cry and complain about my neighbors doing construction. Thanks for stopping by. Von's supposed to be doing Tequila Tuesday with me. So, ooh man, how'd you like the construction next door? Whew. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't have that much to lose. I'd actually have to owe you. Oh, how'd you like our weather, ooh man? Was it hot enough for you? It's gonna be 96 on Friday, ooh man. I hope you're ready. They're building the lakes up right now with all this rain. It's gonna be punishing. Texas, that pistol was an awesome snag, man. I don't own any of the older pistols anymore. I have two llamas. I have a 22 caliber and a 32 caliber llama. And yeah, they have one clip. You'll never be able to find another one, which I hate. And they are more temperamental than any Colt, Kimber. those things those things are only for the shooting range, and I would never trust my life to them unless it was the only thing I had. But that thing you had ran, yeah, like 7 clips or something. Magazines. Yeah, that thing was awesome. I don't know. This humidity, ooh man, reminds me of every summer. Sometime between July and October. And man, does it hit, and it's 2 months solid. You ain't getting a break from it. And the rain hasn't stopped yet, so I'm extra scared. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Better to have something. But man, I might throw that tank folio at whoever's coming at me instead of trying to shoot them with it. But I think My first handgun was, oh man, I think it was a Beretta 380 that was like 150 years old, but it was what I could afford, and I carried that thing for 5 years before I bought another gun. And man, that 380 was great at the range, but in hindsight, I'm glad I never had to use it to defend my life or anyone else's. Holy moly, it drops down to 14 degrees there. I was just telling Texas that's how it is in Detroit right now. Literally, a 5 minute walk, 10 minute walk, you'll be sweated through everything you're wearing, and you won't be able to breathe. And all right, Tammy, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I see you at Miami Bison. Yeah, yeah, I see that one. Man, that's got to be punishing. I'm sure you don't get that kind of temperature for a month at a time or anything like that. I hope that's only like a weekend thing or something. I never owned a Sigma. Not much of a Smith and Wesson man. I don't own any Smith and Wesson pistols. I have some revolvers, but man, they're pricey, and I'm cheap and old, and I'm not like a collector or anything like that. I have like what I need to survive and defend myself and my family, and you know, a couple llamas that I'll probably never get rid of because nobody'd ever be stupid enough to buy them from me. Yeah, I have a buddy that his first gun was a Springfield, I think XD, and I don't know if he shot other guns at the range or whatever, but that's all he talks about. He's bought like 3 guns now. They're the greatest. They're the most. I don't know his expertise in guns, but he loves them. Yeah, they're super expensive. I feel like I could make one of those damn things cheaper. I'm a I'm a practical man. I'm a Glock man. Magazines are in the thousands in my possession. Man, they're probably in the millions within my 10 square miles or circular pattern, 10-mile radius. There we go. Like I said, everything else I have is for a special function if whatever. But I've never used a gun that overall was better than a Glock. Um, I've owned a Glock for, I'm getting old, 21 years now. I still have that original Glock that I purchased. It's never stovepiped. I've replaced the barrel once because I thought I thought I knew what I was doing. Man, for reliability, I mean, I've never beat it up or dunked it in the water to test and all that stuff, but I've fired over 10,000 rounds through that weapon, and it's never hiccuped one time. And I can't say that about even my Kimber. Yeah. I'm a Glock man. Send me some t-shirts, Glock. I'm not sure, Mr. None. They sound beautiful, ooh man. I have a Browning 30-06 lever action BLR, and that's my favorite rifle, especially if I'm hungry. I do have my eye on some other things, but of what I own, it's my favorite for sure. Oh man, you do any hunting? Billy Bird? You do any hunting? Either one of you guys? You do all your hunting at the grocery store. I'm with you. That's where I did all my hunting this season. This is my year though. 6 points or bust. I'm sure there'll be no doe tags whatsoever. And to me, they are the most delicious. I gotta imagine it's impossible to hunt anything or drive anywhere in Illinois. Or maybe it's just in Chicago. What is that? Broward County, Dade, Broward County, something like that. Alright, ooh man, don't do like the vice president and shoot your buddy on accident. I've always been terrified of blind hunting for birds, especially with the swing, you know. Yeah, I don't like that swing thing. I understand the effectiveness of it, but man, oh man. So, Texas, ooh man, what do you guys think about, if I'm not mistaken, the congressman getting jostled around at a speech in Florida a couple days ago, maybe this weekend? I'm not sure exactly when. I didn't get the whole story. I'm sure you'll be bagging them left and right. Holy moly. He's a Republican, some crazy name, Grates or Gates, Garati, Republican from Florida. I guess they arrested the guy that, you know, they were so sparse with the information. I mean, hell, they were interviewing him, and he was barely willing to bring it up. So, I don't know what's going on. I guess now they've threatened to attack him and his wife, and or one of the congressmen said something. I have no idea. I want to know so much more. No, I've never played Beer Hunter. It sounds like I'd be good at it though. If nothing else, I'll give it one hell of a try. Yeah, I guess that's what it's all about, the tweet and the Four Women United front for saying he's mean and he says they're mean, and now they want everybody to vote on who's mean. This is some really mean shit they're doing to us, man. And I can't believe nobody's up in arms about this shit. They're turning into CNN and Fox to find out who's being mean or more mean. I'm out. I could not do anything so mean to a beer. And I'd be the one that always got the shaken beer, I'm sure. Man, it's something. I don't know who's running what, but they're whew, they're there. There they are. That's what they're talking about. People are, dying from cancer, living on the streets. They're like, no, he's mean. No, she's mean. Okay, both of you are mean, and I'm going to say something mean, so now we have to shut Congress down again for 2 hours while we debate whether I can be mean when I talk about him being mean and you being mean because now I'm mean. They're debating this shit on TV for everyone to see. Anybody can see it. It's it's the problem. they're not running nothing. They're like, it's like watching Hollywood. They're like actors, and the outrage and the emotional doubling overs and the affirmations of strength and solidarity and condemnation for racism and sexism and whatever, you know. I mean, maybe it's a good thing this is what they're arguing about, and they're not getting together to take away our rights or more of our rights. Maybe this is good for them to keep them occupied. It's like we're paying them a bribe via their salary. I mean, this cannot be real. This can't be real. This cannot be real. Corsair Trainers, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm not sure where this is going, but it ain't going good. They can't fix the road. They can't solve the tax problem. I mean, they can't do anything except go on TV and talk about who's being meaner, who's a racist, who's this, who's that. I mean, if nobody else here finds this funny, let me laugh for you, because I don't think I can be convinced that these people are serious and this is what's really going on in this great republic. Hey, just in time, prepping. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Well, I've talked about my terrible neighbors and their construction. I've talked about our horrible Congress. We chatted about guns. I'd say this was one good Tequila Tuesday. And I really appreciate everybody that came by to support me. Well, I think I'm going to finally break down and just clean that driveway up tomorrow. It's not gonna magically clean itself up. Anybody want to swing by and help me? I got an extra shovel. We'll have that stuff done in no time. And I'm buying the beers. Are we allowed to talk about that on live chat? Have you ever been to Area 51? If I become a congressman, will I have access to Area 51? let's see, I would probably have to sit on. Man, I don't know. Whew, what committee I'd have to sit on to. I'll ask around if I get there. Man, I'll never be able to afford the right people, Texas. I'll be offering up beans and rice and dried potatoes. That'd be pretty sweet to see on a live stream. Just in time prepping, where do they move it all to? They move it over to Area 51 or 52 from 51, 450 backwards. What? Any idea? Any speculation? Did they really move it? I don't know if they could move all that stuff. Why would they want to move all that stuff? Now it's gonna be my mission in Congress to find out where they moved all that shit. I've heard of this place, this Patterson Air Base. If you guys don't hear from me, I like the Mount Rushmore. Does anybody think they'll ever add another face to Mount Rushmore? Anybody want to start a pool? Does anybody here think they'll ever change one of the faces that is already on Mount Rushmore? So it's set in stone, huh? And they're gonna have a hard time trying to fuck that thing up. I watched History Channel, Discovery, probably the History Channel, them building that thing. They're not gonna be able to take it down with milkshakes and ninja swords. They're gonna be in trouble. What's up, Vaughn? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing on your tequila? I'm putting in work, trying to live up to your expectations of me. This isn't the little bottle. It just looks a little on camera. Yeah, it is Tequila Tuesday. I've never seen the Crazy Horse one, but I heard it's absolutely amazing and giant. Yes, sir. I heard you were drinking tequila. I'm sure you bought the big bottle, though. I wasn't gonna let them trick me like that. Just in time prepping. Man, I hope they don't missile that fucking. Oh. I hope that means November 3rd, 2020. I can count on your support. Well, since all my friends and family are here, mom and dad, I have pretty much accepted the fact that if I ever save someone's life or discover the cure for cancer by drinking beer, my race will never come into it. No one will ever speak of it. If I get in trouble for stealing or reckless driving or running some old lady over in her front yard, the fact that I am a black male will definitely come into that story. Don't you worry about that. Hey, Dill, what's going on? Oh, it's not even done yet, so I must have seen like a rendering of what it'll look like when it's done. You know, now that you mention it, I think when I saw it, maybe just the face had been started on the block or the mountain or whatever it is. Yeah, I should be pretty good to go. However it goes down, good or bad. So, Dill, how's your day been? Yeah, ooh man, I'm so at the point where, like, watching people talk about it on TV and becoming so emotional about, I'm brown and this man said, go back to your country, or I'm Jewish and this brown person doesn't like me. And I mean, I usually just don't like people because they're assholes. So, regardless of their color, regardless of who they sleep with at night, regardless of who they worship as their God or have no God at all, I don't hate them because of any of those things. And I would definitely never hire anybody because of any of those things. Nor would I not hire somebody because of any of those things. It is a currency. It's not worth much, though. You can scream outrage all you want. You'll still be, sitting there on the corner, outraged. I mean, look how outraged I get at my neighbors and this and that. They don't give two shits, and nobody I can call that is a authority gives a shit either, so. I'm with you, backcountry. That's for sure. And I hate everybody equally. I can at least respect that. I mean, if all things are equal, then you have that right. I wouldn't care. I don't know. It personally makes not a bit of difference in my life because I get treated shitty by black people that think I'm white. I get treated shitty by black people that think I'm black. I get treated shitty by white people that think I'm black. And I get treated shitty by white people that think I'm white. So, I got plenty of shovels if you guys want to help me clean it up. Vaughn, man, that super 4D inside thing, I want no part of it. I seen my little nephew like that when he was born. He's like 8, 9 years old now or something like that. Fucking, I want no part of your witchcraft, Vaughn. Don't be trying to sell that stuff, man. I'm in. I'm gonna do my part this weekend. One of you has been selected to host Detroit Preppin' for the day. I will notify you as to who you are and let you know what time I'll be there. Maybe we can make a video. Put it up the next day. think I'll have a new series. Greetings on Sunday with Detroit Prepping. Vine, you're not supposed to see those things right now, man. All that stuff's supposed to stay on the inside, man. Your witchcraft and sorcery stuff. You are truly blessed, though, brother. I will not deny that. Vine, my brother said, where were you, man, when his power went out and shit? He didn't even have no cash or nothing. He tried to call you like 3 times. I'm just messing with you. Oh, man. Ooh, man, that's it. You're like, it doesn't matter. I still have to take care of him for 18 years, kind of? That the attitude? Because I got to be honest with you, now that I find out I'm having a son, I'm truly happy and I'm truly blessed. But I imagine I would have been so much more entertained and just as excited when the day came had I been able to envision both scenarios. Well, I'm not sure because I'm not a theologian. Probably not a theologian. I'm not a religious scholar. I don't know, but I think you only receive the blessings you deserve, Vaughn. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, yes, you do deserve the blessings you have. That's what I'm going to go with. Well, guys, August 11th is the big day. High noon. I'll be getting married. We're going to have a big fancy wedding next year. Or maybe she'll go for a new car or something like that instead. I know she's had her eye on a Cadillac for a while. Soccer mom style. So, ooh man, that you never knew what any of your children were going to be. Did you ever guess right or did you guess wrong or... That's pretty sweet. That's pretty good guessing there, ooh man. Vaughn, I'm coming out there, man. I think me and you had talked a little bit about September. I know that's the delivery date, but I'll be in Ridgecrest towards the middle of September. I'm trying to shoot for something like the 5th to the 10th or something, so it's not firmed up yet, but it'll definitely be in that time frame. Well, ooh man, now the race is to see which one of us is going to be a grandfather first. Unless Von's already a grandfather. What night? I'm bringing the whole family, man. We're going to move in until you're like, dude, your plane left like yesterday, dude. Are you going to, you want us to drive you there? Don't worry, you're going to get plenty of nights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward my mail there, so look out for it for me. Well, I think I'm just about out of the race because my oldest child is like minus 6 months, 5 months, something like that. So, yeah, yeah, I'm out of the race for that one. Come on, brother, where am I going to send my mail, man? So, Vaughn, did you like do the whole baby room thing, or what's your prepping setup for the new edition? Don't worry, I'll order you one on Amazon. I'll have it shipped there Tuesday, next week. Large delivery. Hey, ooh man. Uh, the Silver Slide. Can we do a larger one collaboration video? Maybe just think about it for a while. We'll do a little bit bigger one. Maybe like 300% bigger. Man, you're not allowed to listen to rock and roll in your neighborhood. Alright, I'll go online, and if Amazon's got them, I'm sure I can get them in 2 days. Alright, everybody. Tequila's gone. Vine didn't send his payment this month, so I'm a little light. Thank everybody. I would like to thank everybody for stopping by, hanging out, chatting. Hope to see everybody next week for Tequila Tuesday. Texas Outlaw, thanks again for stopping by. I don't know, man. You sound like you're once again emperor and everything. We're gonna have the super duper Arizona Unplugged. I'm in. I'll find a way to get there. I got a dirt bike. I'll sure as hell want to get out of here in November. Probably not December. But yeah, that's it. November's your last chance to travel away from this place and maybe be able to make it back. Alright, Vaughn, we're waiting on you. All we gotta know is if we can come to your place in November, December. Shoot some rattlesnakes. I like your idea, Texas, about getting you a little bit of private land. I belong to a gun store's lifetime shooting program membership or whatever, but yeah. The range is awesome, but I'm standing next to Larry, Curly, Moe, and whatever their sister's name is, and I don't trust those people with guns in their hands and laughing and selfieing and all that stuff. And shit, the one I used to go to in Royal Oak, man, 2 times in 4 years, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend go in there, and the guy blows her away and then blows himself away. Like, I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Alright, ooh man, you're gonna have to work on Kaz. Back backcountry, we're all gonna be at your place in Arizona. You're gonna be making videos, screwing around with pianos in downtown wherever you decide to lift a piano 130 feet. But since you offered, yeah, we'll make it happen and be there. I'm gonna program the Arizona location into my GPS, and once Man designates the date, I'll head to that site. And I think we should name the pop drop the little homie, because he asked for names, and I've been pushing little homie for a long time. And he's talking about putting the awning off the side and stuff. He's gonna, you know. All right, well, I'll be there. Checking out John's live stream at noon. I'm pretty sure everybody here will be there. So, I guess I'll see everybody there. Thanks for stopping by.